Hello everybody, today we're going to be doing some more of the Miotsukushi stuff. I'm really excited for today. We're actually going to be reading one of the bad endings. And this, I kind of get the impression is going to be the bad ending that hits the most. It's going to be the bad ending that really just has like the most significance out of any of them. Because we're going to see what's actually going to happen with Denna, and we're obviously going to make all the wrong choices. We're going to make all the wrong choices in life, guys. It's going to be so sad. Yeah, I'm actually really excited for today. I don't know what's going to happen, honestly. I kind of get the impression that it's going to be very sad, so yeah, I've prepared myself. But, yeah, I really wonder. I hope we're going to be able to read some interesting stuff today, because, my god, yesterday was so good. Like, seriously, I loved that. I loved yesterday so much. Yeah, I hope today's going to be good as well. I really wonder. I kind of get the feeling this is not going to be one of the endings where the choices don't really change much at all. No way. Right, let's see what's actually going to happen. So, I hopefully will remember things. Yeah, I think we picked this one firstly. Let me just check. You know what? I kind of want to just check, because if I get this wrong, then yeah, it's just going to be a little bit irritating. So, yeah. Miotsukushi choices. Browser literally has it saved. Oh, well, we got the... Yeah, your father... Yeah, that's what I thought. Let me just get a speed read of the bad person. Please don't get angry. I love that please don't get angry is one of the choices that leads to the bad end. Right, about your father. Right, here we are. What's this all of a sudden? Jesus, my volume is really quiet today. Right, there we are, that's good. What's this all of a sudden? Oh. Yeah, why are you asking about that? Yeah, fair enough, yeah. There are rumors going around in the village that the woman he works with God. The woman he's dating works in a club. What's about it? Then I interrupted in a harsh tone. She had a slightly angry look in her eyes, staring into Geichi. Yeah, where she works doesn't matter. Yeah, maybe my dad likes her regardless of her occupation, and I think that's okay. Yeah. Oh, were you going to say otherwise? Well, you are kind of, like, oblivious to everything, and I mean, I don't blame her, of course, she wouldn't be able to know, but yeah. No, I wouldn't. Yeah, assuming she was a good person. And, yeah, we've already read this. I'll just show you, like, a direct comparison for the other choice, because these are exactly the same. Like, seriously, there is nothing different about the outcomes here. Okay, maybe the first few lines. Yeah, I know her. What about her? That woman works at a club, right? In other words. Yeah, and then exactly, it's just... Yeah, then I get kind of mad there. That's the same thing. What about the next one? That was really disappointing. I thought that was going to be, like, a lot more. What about this one? Right, she is a bad person. Yeah, is that the one? Yeah. Even if you say she's a bad person, I'm not sure how bad that is. Well, I think it is very bad. What on earth are you trying to say? Yeah, the rumors I've heard are not very good. Yeah, not as a club hostess, but about how she normally acts. Yeah. Oh, interesting. And then I kept quiet and grabbed herself a cookie. Then after she finished eating it, she might have replied. We've read this before. We haven't actually. Rina-san is really gaudy, isn't she? But... Yeah, I remember this. Yeah. Yeah, and then that's just the really sad stuff about the whole reason why she's actually accepting her. Right, this is the last choice. So, yeah. The last choice is going to be please don't get angry, Denna. And that is going to be the one thing that is going to drive her to murder. I mean, let's be honest, probably will be. I'm not angry at all. Yeah, would you not go around making baseless accusations with Rika-chan? But they have evidence and it is true. But yeah, of course you wouldn't believe it. Of course you wouldn't. Yeah, putting it that way definitely makes you sound angry, doesn't it? Yeah. It kind of does. Then our eyes was lightly shaking. Yeah, but after shooting a sharp glance at Keiji, she turned away looking upset. Oh, and began messing with her hair in irritation. Oh god, that must be a horrible sight. Wait, Nena, why do you have that look in your eyes? Oh no. I tried to speak up, but Keiji held her hand to stop me, and then he continued.
Lena, そのリナってやつのこと
Yeah, Nena, how well do you know this Lina lady?
言ったよね。関係ないって。
Yeah, didn't I tell you that just doesn't,
だから話すことなんてない。
so I have nothing more to say. Oh, that's interesting. So is the conversation going to end here?
じゃあ俺が勝手に話す
Yeah, then let me talk to myself out loud.
いいよな
Is that okay?
話しても聞かないよ。
Yeah, no matter what you say, I won't listen.
話したければお好き
But
に
if
ど
you
うぞ。
wish to speak, please, do as you please. Yeah, we've read this. But, yeah. God. Lena unpleasantly turned to look away as she said that. Even so, Keiji remained calm and slowly began speaking, as though Lena was still listening. Yeah, and this
シオン
is...
から聞いた話だ
Yeah, we heard it from
レナ
Shion.
の親父さん
Lena, your father was been
マミや
a
リ
regular
ナの
customer
働い
of
ている
the
店
bar
に
where Mami Alina works.
それも
He goes there
ほぼ
almost
毎
every day.
日
Yeah, we've already read this. I think before we actually look at like the bad ending, I think we should see just how. I'm just, for my own curiosity, I'm just interested in how that the first lines sort of differ to what's here. Oh, that's interesting. Yeah, so Rika actually says things to her here, but and the other thing, I suppose Keiichi forgets Rika's existence. In fact, he stops her existence from, I don't know, being significant to Nena. Why, Nena? Why do you have that look in your eyes? I tried to speak out, but Keiichi held a hand up to stop me. Oh, right,
Lena.
right. Yeah, and then this
その
is
リ
just
ナ
the
ってやつ
same
のこ
as the
と
bad ending. Yeah.
どこまで知ってるんだ
Yeah, interesting. So, yeah, so I suppose this is just addressed differently, but yeah. See what happens now at the bad end. Oh, this is gonna be interesting, right? Please don't get angry now. Right. So I'm assuming. Yeah, so this is where things go wrong. Oh, yeah, and that's what he has to do somehow. And
一度出直して対策を考えましょう。
wait, hang on a second. What? Huh? Wait, I'm seriously confused. This is the same as the good end. Ooh, no, there are differences. That's really interesting. So are they actually going to leave here instead of you know, do what they normally do, help her and honestly make her have one of the most significant lessons of her entire life? Should we have stayed a little longer back then? Out of consideration for how Nena was acting, because I decided to leave a note. Oh, a note and head out, but things quickly took a wrong turn. Oh yeah, definitely. Nana was stunned for a while by the pile of new furniture being brought to her room, but she eventually came back to her senses and then checked on the safe containing the bag. Yeah, there she learned that her father was spending exorbitant amounts of money on Mami Adina. Exactly, yeah. But the only thing is, I suppose, without Katie and without Rika, like, without the massive lesson that they told her, of course she would, those things would have prevented from happening. Then, after discovering the room information for a rental apartment, she paid a visit to the realtor in Okinoya, and at last, Vanina understood that Mami Alina was deceiving her father to extort money out of him. Yeah, definitely, yeah. Oh. Yeah! Oh, no, if only she wasn't around, if only. Oh, shit. Oh, fuck. Yeah, Damn. Then I devised a plan to kill Mummy Arlena all on her own. And then, while behaving completely normally around us, she succeeded in luring Mummy Arlena to her secret hiding place in the trash heap and killed her by slicing her head open with a hatchet. Jesus. Yeah, and that is definitely the end of that world, I suppose. Oh. Oh, fuck. As a result, Hojo Tepe was unable to keep living in Okinomiya, so he returned to Hinamizawa and dragged Satoko back to the Hojo household to live with him. Yeah, I'm willing to let anybody try in her everyday life. When then I learned of that, she murdered Tepe as well. Oh. Yeah. Oh yeah, that's fair enough. And the unimaginable speed at which it all unfolded made it impossible for Rikazan and me to stop her. Damn. I just find it so insane to think that one conversation caused this. One small decision to leave the house. I mean, it was actually fair enough, you know, travel on more and risk more, you know, just have less benefits. But the thing is, it's just so crazy to think that if these guys were here in this world, then they would have been able to prevent the entirety of this. To be fair, they still have to prevent Tepe from actually coming to Hinamizawa. If he comes, then the world's fucked. It is. Because we've actually seen the ending that happens if, even if a Minagoroshi like scenario happens, Tepe is still going to be, you know, still going to have ruined Satoko. So, yeah. Yeah, it's actually really interesting, this, just because of, I mean, yeah. Damn. And when we finally learned the truth behind Denar's crimes, we wanted to do what we could to protect us. We worked with Mion to cover up the crime. Oh, I really wonder. I never believed that this was the right thing to do, but we had no choice. Yeah, we couldn't just hand Dennar over to the police. Yeah, interesting that you think so. I mean, I really wonder if Dennar didn't actually know about it, so as a result, you know, she grew really suspicious, and in that state, that is not good, fucking hell. Oh, shit. But even so, but even so, Denar's violent tendencies would not stop. She was betrayed by everything she believed in. Yeah, even, God, Jesus. So perhaps her heart had already collapsed. Yeah, as a result, Dennar could no longer trust anybody. Oh no, so she was terrified we might tell the police what we saw, and that fear drove her to kill Mion with her own. Jesus! What the fuck? Is this like the inverted blah blah blah? Gatekin, after you, Rika-san comes next! Rest easy. That was the last thing I ever heard from Dennar. Oh my god. Fucking hell. Well, I think it's a good observation to say that that did not go very well. Oh my god. That really was nuts, though. I mean, yeah, so basically, I think it's just really interesting. I don't really think much of that bad ending, but at the same time, that really was quite something. The fact that the conversation is so dependent. The conversation is so important that without it, like, the entire world goes wrong, and obviously the friend group will die. And yeah, let's be honest, Satoko's not going to survive on her own, no way. So yeah, that really is surprising. I mean, yeah, it's so good that this conversation happened now. I really like these bad endings because they really just make you realise how much is at stake and just how important these situations are. Right, I wonder what this is going to be. So yeah, we're going to read like a chapter now, obviously, and then probably go to bed because I'm fucking tired. And we follow the road back to the shrine. I was riding my bike beside Keiichi. Oh, nice. By the time we parted ways with Dennar, yeah, with Dennar, that feels kind of weird to see just after, like, hearing her having murdered, like, Mion, Satoko's uncle, and Medina, like, fucking hell. The dimly lit surroundings were completely overtaken by the darkness of the night. Oh, yeah, fair. The surrounding area was so quiet, I could hear the loud reverberations of the generators that lit the dark ground. Wow. God, that's crazy. I've never actually heard any generators, but, like, fucking hell. I would love to hear that. That must be such... either a really horrible sound or a really relaxing one. I can't tell. Yeah, oh my god, me
戻ってくれると
too.
いいのです
Yeah,
が。
I hope Nena starts feeling better.
大丈夫だよ。
Yeah, she'll be fine. Are you sure?
ミオンがきっと何とかしてくれると思
Fair
う。
enough, actually. I'm sure Mion will be able to take care of
一
it.
人だとろくな考えにならないけど、レナも
Yeah,
ミオンだ
yeah,
ったら
yeah, definitely.
いろいろと
If it's
話しやすい
just
だ
Hannah
ろう
on
し
the
さ。
line, but Mion's there with her, so they'll be able to talk things through. Yeah, I think that's good.
さすがは婚約者なのです。
And he spent no less from her fiance.
だから違うって。
I told you it's not like
ほ
that.
ら、
Anyway, Rika-san,
俺は
if
リ
you...
カちゃん相手だと、レナとしてもやっぱりメンツってものがあるだろ。
Anyway, Rika-san, if you and I were the ones talking it over with Nena, don't you think she'd be worried about losing face?
その点、ミオンは年上だし、
Oh,
なんだかんだで親身に
yeah.
話を聞いてくれ
Yeah,
る
that's
と思
actually
う
fair
から
enough.
な。
But the only thing is, even though Mion's older, I still think they did so good. But Mion is older than us, so I think she'll have an easier time talking it over.
まあ、金銭的な被害もそれほどなかったこと
Yeah,
だし、
that's actually really good.
あとはレ
Yeah.
ナ次第だ。
But there still was damage, I suppose, you could think. But at least it wasn't that bad. Well, the financial damage wasn't that severe, so the rest is up to Nena. Katie smiled as she said that, as if to blow away all my worries. Not that long ago, I thought he was overly optimistic, but that's wrong. Yeah, this is how much faith Katie has in his friends. Yeah, and he's rational as well, I think that's really good. Doing everything in his power to respond to the trust others place in him. Yeah, definitely, yeah. But also without forgetting to place his own trust in others. Yeah, and never underestimate them. Yeah, he never underestimates them, fucking hell, yeah. Yeah, in doing so, he makes others want to reciprocate that trust. Yeah. Yeah. I glanced at Katie beside me. Ever since I came to this world, I've been consistently surprised by Katie's remarks and actions. Even though my ability to read the future put me on a defensive, he encouraged me. Yeah, he described my pessimistic view of the future with nothing but the strength of his convictions and ability to take action. That's so good, yeah. It wasn't the Katie of this world that told me that he's as flimsy as a thin sheet of paper. Yeah, but deep down, I'm sure he's exactly the same as back then. He is, yeah, seriously. However, that's why I'm getting anxious. Oh, that's actually fair enough. I suppose this world has just had so much to offer that it could potentially end, and that would be really damn bad. Fucking hell. It really would be. The start feeling is proof that I still haven't fully begun to trust Keiichi and my friends. But it's not easy to set aside the unease I felt about what happened before. Oh yeah, definitely. I don't think that says that you don't trust them. I mean, even though they could potentially... I mean, even if she trusts them as much as possible, that doesn't mean they are going to generate a result. What if she trusts them as much as possible and, I don't know, for example, the Minagoroshi events still happen? Chan?
Rika-chan?
Rika-chan? Yeah, she's done it again! Meep.
どうした？ぼーっとして。
Yeah, what's wrong? You've been staring off into space.
大丈夫か？
Is everything alright?
大丈夫なのです
I'm
よ。
right, Nipa.
ニパー。
Yeah, she sounds it. I put on a smile as I answered him. Yeah, very real smile. Come to think of it, it feels like I've been smiling to hide my intentions a lot more often around Katie these days. I mean, to be fair, that is actually kind of good, I suppose. No, to be honest, I don't really... No, not just around him, with all my friends. Yeah, I mean, she's always done that, which is actually kind of sad, but at the same time, would she really feel comfortable about sharing, like, her massively secret past with friends that, if they get suspicious, then that is very, very dangerous. So, yeah. It's not just that, it's also, like, you know, would they believe her? Stuff like that. She wouldn't really want to be ridiculed or... I don't know, just mistrusted by her friends, stuff like
そう
that.
か？
Is that so?
ならいいんだ
Then I
け
guess
ど。
it's okay. Yeah. I suppose she's probably trying to hide her intentions around Katie just so Just so, you know, no sort of questionable feelings can come into play. Everything can just be happy atmosphere, I suppose. And I think it's good that she's trying to do that. But at the same time, being dishonest is probably not the best way to go. But which other ways can she go for a happy atmosphere, to be fair? Because if she said what was on her mind, then I think it would worry him a little bit. Meep. And just like always, the self-hatred came rushing back to me. Because it feels... Yeah, because it feels like I'm forcing myself to play along. Interesting, yeah. I already know the underlying cause of that. It's because I've been feeling alienated from everybody. I suppose just because it's such a different life that she's lived. Even though I know the tragedy that's coming ahead, nobody else knows. Oh, that's actually fair enough. I mean, no matter how much she tells Keiichi, he won't know until, you know, he sees it firsthand, I suppose. I really want to confess that, but I'm certain that everybody is completely oblivious to my suffering and hardship. Yeah, I mean, of course they would be. Those depressing thoughts have been nagging at me, but for the time being, I've been smiling to keep the cynical side of myself hidden. It's not cynical, it's just what you've seen is cynical and what you know. Yeah, I despise that version of myself. Actually, no, I suppose you can think of the cynical side being like, you know, the really self-hating and just the one that has seen all the horrible things. We continued in silence for a while, but eventually the stone steps of the hooded shrine emerged from the darkness. Lucky for her, I stopped my bike at the bottom of them and parked it on the usual place. My bike lock was there, but I didn't bother using it. Oh, even if my bike was stolen, in a village this small, it would be found and returned soon enough. If it was stolen, I don't think it would be. But who would want to steal a bike that's literally made for, like, a kid? I don't really think many would. And of course, the thief would receive a punishment fit for their crime. Yeah, they'd probably receive, like, a fine. I don't know, maybe double the cost of the bike. It's not really that bad. Alright, Rika-chan, see you tomorrow. Yeah. Casey turned around on his bike as he said that. Even if it was a simple gesture, I couldn't help but see it strangely at the moment. Oh, so Wait, Keiichi? Oh, interesting. I wonder what she's going to say, because I really love stuff like this. Things like these, they have nothing to do with her thoughts, so they really are, it really is just open for speculation what's actually going to happen, you know? Huh? What is it, Rika-chan?
Keiichi?
Oh, and let me ask you just one thing. I'd already made it 4 steps up the stairs and was about to wave and say goodnight, but the words from deep in my heart suddenly came out. Keiichi.
あなたは誰ですか?
Yeah, I am as confused as him. What? I really don't know why she's asking that. What? Keiichi froze and stared at me bewildered. Yeah. It was a completely unexpected question. I realised that. Yeah, it is, my god. But even so, the thoughts came erupting out of me and wouldn't stop. Oh.
僕の知っているケイイチは
Oh,
とても行動
yeah, the
力
Keiichi I know was
と
smart and
頭の
very
冴え
quick to
のあ
take
る人
action.
でした。
Yeah, fair.
だ
Yeah.
からいつも一人で考え判断して
Oh.
いろいろなことをやり遂げてく
Yeah,
れ
so we
ま
always
したが
thought things over, made judgments and did things entirely on his
そ
own.
の反面独断で動いて暴走して
Yeah,
破滅する
definitely.
ことも多か
However,
ったの
left
で
unchecked, he would run wild and drive himself to boot. I mean, I get that she's speaking from the heart, but fucking hell, that last sentence. She really is taking a big leap by saying that. I mean,
少な
could
く
you
とも
imagine just like him
仲間を
learning
これほ
this?
ど強く信頼して迷いもなく動けるような人ではなかったはずなのです
Yeah, at the very least, he wasn't the sort of person to put such strong faith in his friends and act on their behalf without a moment of hesitation. Yeah.
リカちゃん。
Because she's talking about the Katie that, you know, is in Onikakushi.
確かに圭一は僕が時間を巻き戻したり
That's actually fair
少
enough.
しずつ成長して僕の前に登場してき
Yeah,
て
it's
く
true
れ
that
ま
I've
した
seen you grow up a little by little every time I rewind time.
レナの暴走を自分の失敗と置き換えて心配し
Yeah,
最後は
definitely,
止
yeah.
めてくれました
Yeah, when Lena went mad, you felt concerned because you saw your own failure in her. And in the end, you were able to stop it. Yeah.
兵が
And
サ
even
トコを
when
連
Deborah
れ
took
去った
Satoko
時も
away,
そう
I suppose you did do a despicable act, but I suppose the message of it, the fact that he put his entire life aside for a friend. I suppose you
殺
could
意
think
に
about
走ろ
that.
うとしたシーたちを止めて
Oh,
No,
right.
it's
She's not
like
talking about
the
Totally
action
She's talking
つ
about
い
quite
に
the
お
opposite
嬢を
of
説
story.
得してサトコを救い出してくれました
Yeah. You stopped Shi and the others from resorting to murder. You gathered everyone together to put pressure on the government office. And you even persuaded Audio to help Satoko. Yeah.
あなたの
Oh,
優し
yeah,
くて
yeah,
強い
definitely,
心
yeah.
を信じてもいいかもしれない
So, perhaps it's alright to believe in your kindness and the strength of your heart. It is, yeah, easily.
この世界のあなたは僕にとっては異常にしか見えないのです
I can't help but think there's something unusual about the version of you and yourself. I wonder what that is. I suppose the circumstances surrounding him are a little bit different, but I don't really understand what could be unusual. He's very like the Minagoroshi version of himself here, if you ask me at least. Yeah, just don't mention Tsukiyotoshi. Don't mention that. That doesn't matter. Oh my god, Tsukiyotoshi is genuinely... I think Tsukiyotoshi might actually be one of the stories where the worst things happen, just in terms of, like, how bad they were, really. Tsukiyotoshi or maybe Tsumi Horoboshi if you take the bad end. Or maybe Mao. Tsumi Horoboshi is, like, #1 the worst, and then Maokashi maybe. Tsumi Horoboshi, Tsukiyotoshi, Meakashi. Or the Nagashi, I suppose. And then maybe Tatare Goroshi. Yeah. It's probably... And then... No, Onikakushi... No, Tatare Goroshi and then Onikakushi. What happens in Tatare Goroshi is easily worse than Onikakushi. Easily. I already knew I was saying something very rude, illogical, and extremely unreasonable. Yeah, exactly! Unlike me, Katie and the others didn't retain their memories. Yeah. No, but the only thing is he has actually remembered a slight snippet of Tatare Goroshi, just like, you know, the consequences of what would actually happen if he resorted to murder with Tepe. So it would only be confusing to tell him what he was like in a previous one. Oh yeah, definitely. Even after everything Katie has endured, he can't be happy to hear me talking about him like a completely different person. Easily, yeah. And yeah, despite how anxious I'm getting, how can it be so strong and stay so calm? Yeah, good for him. It's so strange and I can't understand it, but above all, I am the... I really don't want to agree with this, but I kind of do as well. So, I just couldn't help but ask.
教えてください
Please tell me, Keiichi.
何がこの世界のあなたを
Oh,
そ
what
こ
made
ま
you so
で
strong
強
in
く
this
したの
one?
ですか
That's actually interesting. Yeah, what
な
did?
ぜ仲間たちの信頼を
Yeah, how are you able
そ
to
こま
trust
で
your
無
friends so
条件に信じ
unconditionally?
られるのですか
That's actually a really fair question. I mean, I never really thought about that, but... Yeah. Yeah. Sounds like a blooming Toho theme, this. Oh, it's Korean! Oh. It's an instrumental of something. So this may be a vocal song.
Yeah,
the Casey I knew wasn't this strong. Sometimes he felt doubt and fear, and as a result, yeah, definitely, yeah. Oh God, you are going too far. Casey remained still and listened to me closely. Yeah, he wasn't smiling or getting upset. He was just listening quietly with a docile expression. I'm surprised. Maybe his inside is a little bit different, you know. Seeing Casey like that made me feel at ease, but also frustrated. Even though I recognised I was developing inferiority complex, my heart just couldn't understand it. What is that? What is this? Oh right, interesting. So a consistent feeling of feeling inadequate, which often results in a belief that some are way more deficient or inferior to others. Interesting. I need to stop reading because this is interesting.
Rika-chan.
Yeah, Rika-chan. Oh, before long, as I stood stock still with my eyes dropped. Casey sat his bike down and walked up to me. Oh, that's nice. Then took something out of his back pocket and handed it over in slow motion. It was a talisman pouch. Right. Inside was a round, hard, bead-like object. Keiichi? Well, that's interesting. I wonder what that is. Keiichi looked up and nodded with a gentle smile on his face. Recognizing he was giving me permission to see what was inside, I gently pulled it open and then rolled it onto the palm of my hand. It was a dull luster shine silver when reflecting in the moonlight. Oh wow, it was like a bullet from a gun. Oh no, it's just in the shape of a bullet. Yeah, if it was a bullet from a gun, I would be a little bit concerned. What is this? Yeah, what is it?
見ての通り、モデルガンの弾だよ。
Oh god. Just what it looks like, a bullet from a toy gun. Yeah, interesting. Oh, Casey had a lonely, bitter smile on his face as he said that.
ちょっとだけ
Yeah, let's talk seriously for a little bit. Wait, is he actually gonna say what he did in the past to Rika?
聞いてくれる?
Do you mind listening? Wow. I can't believe it. Yeah, Mika, we've been taking this seriously the whole time.
真面目な話をしていたつもりなのですよ。
Yeah. No, sorry,
ご
my
めん、
bad.
間違えた。とにかく
Anyway, I want
聞
you
いて
to
ほ
hear
しいんだ。
this.
いいかな?
Alright? Oh god, that's really interesting. So, I'd assume that the reason why he's just so there for his friends and he really, really values them is because he just wants to put this behind him. He wants to learn from it, and he wants to live the best life he can after making a mistake so bad, you know. And obviously because in times like those, he never had any friends, and he never really saw the meaning of it. I silently nodded to him. Then Casey began to speak slowly, like he was reflecting on every single word. Damn. He must regret it so much, especially because
ちょっと前に
how much of a
親
good
戚の
person
葬式で
he is now.
東京へ戻ったって言ったよな。
Yeah, I told you how I went back to Tokyo for a little while, for a relative's funeral, right?
実はもう一つ用事があったんだ。
What? Actually, there was one other reason.
リカちゃんは
Because how much do you
俺
know
の
about
過去に
my
ついて
Oh,
どれだけ知ってる？
yeah, I wonder.
例え
In
ば
particular, about the problems I told
東京
back
で
in Tokyo.
俺が起こした問題とか。
Oh, interesting. I wonder what this is actually going to be.
そっか。
I see,
やっ
so
ぱ
you
り知ってる
already
んだ。
know.
だったら説明はいいかな。
Yeah.
実はその
Oh!
最後に俺が撃った相手の家
Oh
に
my god!
俺は行ったんだ。
That's unbelievable! I never realised that! Then let me move on to the explanation. The truth is, I went to visit the home of the last person I shot.
親父もおふくろも
Oh.
何度もやめ
Oh,
てお
and
け。
yet he didn't at the same time. I mean, even though he did one of the most horrible things he could have possibly done, I think it's so... The fact that he's actually seeking this out and he's trying to apologise, I mean, it doesn't... It is a good thing to do, I suppose. It doesn't really make the, you know, the significance of that horrible thing he did disappear, but still, I suppose it is really
金
decent.
銭で示談も済んだ話だし、親同伴とはいえ、一度は謝
Yeah,
罪
we
に
had
も行
already
った。
paid them compensation and talked things over, and I even went with my parents once before to apologise.
今更蒸し返しても、
Oh,
相手の感情を
yeah,
逆
if
な
I
です
showed
る
up
だけ
again,
だ。
I'd just be stirring up bad feelings, that's what they said.
でも、
But I wasn't
俺が納
convinced.
得できなかった。
I really wonder. So, I wonder how he would just make up things with these people. I really wonder.
結局俺は罪を犯したのに、
Yeah,
それを
yeah,
償
no,
わなかっ
actually
たばかり
atoned
か。
for my sins. I just
食
him
材を
and my
両
parents
親
as
に
they
肩代わり
shouldered the
させ
burden.
て、
Yeah, they kind
そ
of
の
did
影に
though.
隠れるという
Yeah, I
卑怯を
agree.
働いた。
He never really had the bravery, so now I suppose that he does. He's actually going to face it.
それが
That's something
どうしても
forgivable.
許せなくて、
Yeah, fair enough.
傷つけたたくさんの相手、
Yeah.
その家族、
Yeah.
そして俺の両親。
Yeah, a lot of people were hurt and their families. And my parents too. Yeah. This is unbelievable. I'm just really surprised that this was actually a thing that happened. It's actually really interesting. He could have got Hinamizawa syndrome from this, but due to no suspicion having happened, I suppose he just became so brilliant. Really is nuts, that.
Yeah. 今までの俺は誰の気持ちも
Yeah.
全然考えたことのない、どうしようもないバカ野
At
郎だ
least
っ
he's considering them now, to be fair. Up until now, I never even considered anybody else's feelings. I'm such an idiot.
た。そんな俺が
Yeah.
たまらなく嫌で
Yeah, I hate
情け
myself.
なくて、
That side of myself, I was ashamed for it. Yeah. Yeah.
せめて
Fair.
親にかぶってもらった本来の罪と責任だけは
At the
自
very
分の
least,
手
I
元に
wanted to
戻しておきたいと
take the
思ったんだ。
responsibility of my original wrongdoing rather than... Oh, still even. Rather than forcing my parents to bear it.
思いっきりぶん殴られるつもりだった。
Oh, I was expecting to receive a thorough beating, and yet nobody ever actually got... He never actually got punished by them.
会ってさえくれないとも覚悟していた。
Oh, right, yeah, by the actual person that she was trying to meet. I was prepared for the possibility that she wouldn't even want to meet with me.
でも
Yeah, but when I got to
電車
the
に乗って
train, as I walked down the
道を
road
歩いて
leading to her house...
勇気がどんどんなくなって足が地面に吸い付くかと思うくらい
Oh,
重くな
yeah.
っていった。
That is fair enough. I suppose deeds like this, they are so admirable and they are so... I mean, it's easy to think of the idea. I mean, I suppose it's harder to think of the idea with an actual will to do it, but then thinking versus carrying it out, it is a lot different, both of those options. Yeah, oh no, I really hope that he actually does it though, because if he makes this up, that is probably one of the most heroic and just amazing things that he's done. And secondly, like, you know, it will get a big weight off his shoulders. No, it's fine. They were already paid compensation. You really think money means anything in scenarios like this? Yeah, it's fine. I was really glad that the police in this situation was resolved. Plus, I already apologized once before. No! I mean, I suppose you could actually validly think these things, but I don't think you really could.
自分に言い訳して何度引き返そうと思ったかわからないくらいだ
I made excuses every time I stopped at a traffic light or an intersection. Damn! I don't know how many times I felt the urge to turn back. Yeah, fair.
なんとか我慢して耐えて
Oh my
の顔を何度も
god!
殴りつけて
So he actually does it!
つい
But
に
even
そ
so,
の
I
家の
smiled
前
her
に
face
たどり
over
着く
and
こと
over
が
again
でき
and
た
somehow managed to endure. Then I finally arrived at the front of her house.
チャイムを鳴らした
I rang the doorbell!
ものすごく音が響いて心臓が凍るかと思った
I just genuinely can't believe that he's done this. I mean, to be fair, if anything bad happens, he has kind of opened himself up to it. But even if it does, at least he's tried. But the thing is, if that happens, oh my god, he's going to feel so much worse, and that's going to be so awful. But it's really unlikely that's not going to be the case. God. When I heard a voice coming from the intercom, I didn't know what to say.
どう喋ったらいいのかわからなくて
Oh.
喉が震えて全身から
Oh,
力が抜けて
oh god, yeah.
目
My
から
throat was
涙が
trembling.
ポ
I
ロ
lost
ポ
all
ロ出て
the
きた
strength in my body and tears came running down from my eyes. I don't blame him, that must be incredibly difficult for him. It really must
それ
be.
でもなんとか声を振り絞って
Oh,
前原圭一です
that could potentially be
と
really
名乗
bad.
った時
Still, I somehow managed to squeeze the words out to say that my name was
イン
Miotsukushi
ターホン
Matsuri.
の向こうで人の息を飲む声が聞こえた
Oh,
時は
when I heard the person on the other end
もう
of the
死にたい
intercom
くらいだった
gasp, I wanted to die. No, I don't blame him. I mean, maybe it could be a good or a bad thing. I don't know.
どれだけ待ったか
I don't remember
覚え
how
てい
long
な
I
い
waited after that. Oh, so
長かったか
they...
もしれないし
It may have been a
あ
long
っという
time
間
or
だったか
no
もしれな
time
い
at all. Oh, did somebody actually come down?
俺にとっては死刑宣告を待っているみ
that's
たいな
understandable.
いつまでもこの時間が続くんじゃないかって
But for me, it went on forever, like waiting for a death sentence.
そして結局ずっと待っていても
Oh,
終わりはないんじゃないかってそんなくらいに長くて
yeah.
心細くて
And in the end, it was so long that I felt so hopeless that I wondered if it had never ended, no matter how long I waited. Yeah, I really
全身から
wonder.
冷たい汗が止まらなくて
Oh,
目の前がぐるぐるうね
Jesus.
るように回り続ける
I
ような
really don't blame him.
地獄の苦しみだった
Cold sweat came seeping out of my entire body non-stop, and my eyes were swelling and spinning around and round. Oh god, hurt like hell. Yeah. So I really wonder if he's maybe waited. Oh, I think it's just going to be so sad if he's really tried and he's gone out of his way so much for this, and yet he's done nothing. Just because of people not, obviously, after what he's done, not wanting to let them in at all. And then...
信じられなかった
You've got to be kidding me. These people actually came to the door. I couldn't believe
俺
it.
の願望が
It was like my desire
夢を
helped me
見させているんだ
daydreaming.
と思った だって
Because
扉の向こうにいたのは忘れもしない
oh my god,
その
on the
女の
other
人
side
だ
of
った
that
んだ
door
から
was a girl that I'll never forget. Oh my god. I mean, I get that he's so upset and that he's really, really stressed, obviously, but he has to make this the most important and beneficial moment of his life. I mean, he needs to go out of his
その
way.
人を
I
見
looked
た
at her.
包帯が取れてい
The
た
bandages were gone. Yeah, that's good.
怪我が治ってい
Her
たんだ
injuries had healed.
そう思
Yeah,
うと
just sealing.
それだけが嬉しくて
Yeah.
救われて
No!
申し訳なくて もう何もまともに考えられなくて
Just seeing that made me feel glad, relieved, and sorry, but I couldn't think of anything to say to apologise. He needs to, though. Oh, God.
俺は
So I
大声で
cried
泣いて
out
しまった
loud. Damn.
その場にへたり込んでもうわーわーとひたすら声を絞り出してごめんなさいごめんなさいごめんなさいって
That really is quite something. I collapsed on the spot and sobbed as I squeezed the words out. I'm sorry, I'm sorry. I mean... Oh, God.
その人に
Even after
解
she
放されて
comforted
から
me.
も玄関の中に入れてもらった後もそれだけしかもう言葉が思いつかなくて
Jesus. That is so surprising. Even after she comforted me, even after stepping inside her house, I couldn't think of anything else to say. I am seriously surprised. Like, genuinely, I think she's really sensed the good and the regret and just, you know, the sort of willingness to make it up that he's actually having, even though he's finding this incredibly hard for himself, which he wouldn't, let's be honest, he probably should. The fact that he's actually doing it, I think this person's nice enough to actually appreciate that, and we can definitely see this in what she's actually doing for him.
必死にそれだけを
God.
繰り返していたんだ
Oh, I just kept desperately repeating those words. Oh,
それで
God. Yeah, so what
どうなっ
happened
た
after
のです
that?
か
Yeah. I've been carefully listening to Katie's story without interrupting, but I couldn't help but ask. Yeah, I'd heard the story from Katie before. The girl was seriously injured. If everything could be settled peacefully with just an apology, we'd never need the police or the courts. It wouldn't be, firstly, but I suppose his guilt probably would be settled if, you know... Maybe it probably wouldn't fully be settled, but it would be helped. But even so, Katie...
その人の親父さんには殴られる覚悟をしていたんだけど
I was ready to receive a beating from the girl's father, but he didn't. I mean, to be fair, this is the 1980s, so yeah, it's not surprising that he was ready for it.
代わりに厳しく怒られて
Yeah.
諭されて
Instead, he just gave me a harsh
そ
scolding.
の方が
It's actually more
むしろ
poignant.
答えたな
For some reason, he had a calm smile on his face, like he'd been relieved of a heavy burden. Oh, I suppose that's actually really interesting. So he thinks that keeping this... I think that really just shows, like, his strength of, you know, like, trusting people. I mean, he even thinks that keeping his worst things from people at the moment is a burden, like, especially with Rika, like, how much they're working together.
もちろん泣いて謝ったところで
No,
解決に
no,
はならない
definitely
し
not. Of course, crying and apologising
俺の
won't
犯し
settle
た
the
罪が
matter.
消えるわけ
Why
がない
since I committed.
でもその人が
But in the end, she
最後に言っ
told
てくれ
me...
たんだあなたを許します
Oh, that's so good of her. I forgive you. That is so good. Oh, according to Katie, the girl's parents didn't even want her to meet up with him. Yeah, that is actually fair enough. I mean, yeah, I think bad history has happened, but yeah. At first she wanted to say terrible things to him and send him away too. Yeah. Nevertheless, when... Oh, yeah. Nevertheless, when she saw him desperately apologising like that, she wanted to hear him out. In the end, she started feeling better and even wanted to forgive him. Wow. Just based on what Katie said, I think I was able to understand how she felt. Yeah, Katie was probably able to convey his honest desire to apologise to her because rather than offering her flowery words, money or valuables, he was speaking from the heart. Yeah, he actually kind of was, yeah. If Katie had asked for forgiveness simply because his parents gave him the money, she would have never forgiven him. No, definitely not. Definitely not. Yeah.
そしてそれがその人の目を傷つけた
Oh!
モデルガン
Oh
の弾だ
my god! Oh, that's actually fair enough that he'd carry around, yeah. I suppose he just carries around, like, the worst point of his life, I suppose. he carries around the worst point of his life, and that sort of makes him appreciate how
ずっ
great
と持ってい
the
たらしいんだけど
is.
帰り際に俺に渡してくれて
Wow. She kept it all this time, but she handed it to me as I was about to leave. God, I think it's just so good of him. And I seriously think it's good that, even though all these situations happen, the girl sort of took the right initiative. I mean, I'm gonna be honest, she has the whole entire right not to, and so do her parents, but she still did it just because these people are good people. I mean, he kind of shot the right person, but at the same time, like, that is so lucky that, you know, he's been forgiven, because that is just such a big point in his life. If this hadn't have happened, then it could be potential that, you know, this would have escalated into his life, and then maybe could have caused some tragedy, you know. God, I mean, it takes so much to do this. The amount of intensity that Katie would have actually had to go through. That really, really just is quite something.
もう二度と誰も傷つけないと約束してください。
Please promise me you'll never hurt anybody again.
そしてこの玉はその誓いとしてあなたが持っていてくれますか？
Would you take this bullet as a reminder of that vow? Oh, I just think it's so nice that she's, you know, she's trying her hardest to not only make this person feel like he really is getting the message, but secondly, like, to be improved in the future.
だから俺は
Yeah, so I swore it.
もう二度と
Yeah, brilliant. But I never even considered doing something so stupid again.
俺のとんでもない悪さのおかげで
Yeah,
たくさんの人が嫌な
Awful
思いをした
misbehavior caused lots of people.
だから俺はこれからは自分の周りの人たちのことを守って
Nice, yeah. So I
傷
found
つ
to
けない
protect the
人
people
間でい
around
続
me
ける
and to never hurt them. And that is actually really interesting that he's so passionate and he is so determined to make these people have the best lives they possibly can. It's just because he can't stand this, and he actually made a promise, and it just really, I think it's just because he had such a big moment in his life and he's finally fixed it. Like, of course that's going to have a massive significance.
そう決心し
Yeah,
たんだ
that's what I decided. Oh, good for him.
それが俺にできる贖罪だと思う
Yeah, I think that's all I can do to return for what I've done. Yeah.
ケイチ
Keiichi? I couldn't say anything. No, I don't blame her. At first, I thought the Keiichi of this world was an aberration, but that wasn't the case at all. No. Quite the opposite. He faced the crime he committed. Yeah, he did reflect on it. Yeah, he reflected on it, apologised, and accepted his punishment. He not only apologised, the person that was actually there accepted it. That is so significant. He's here because he's mounted the wall everybody wants to run away from. Yeah. Facing their own guilt. Oh, I can't do that. I can't be like him. I was overwhelmed with envy and oh no, as I listened to Geiji's story, my excitement dissipated like mist, along with an indescribable feeling of defeat. Oh.
ケイチは
Yeah,
偉い
Keiichi.
のです
That's admirable. Yeah,
ちゃ
yeah,
んと逃げ
definitely.
ずに戦うことを選んだのです
Yeah, choosing to fight rather than running away. Yeah. Dark emotions nagged in my heart as I said that. Oh, yeah, definitely. And it's especially just sort of conveyed in that wording because it is so similar to something that, you know, you would hear from Hanya or her. Yeah, you really are different from me. You're so kind, so strong. Not a coward like me. You are not a coward. No way. No way. So. Oh,
それは違うぞリカちゃん
you're wrong, Rika-chan. That's really interesting. That was genuinely the last thing I'd expect to be said, but like, okay. That's actually really interesting. I wonder which walls Rika would actually be like. She would actually try to surmount if she wanted to, you know, face her guilt, really. I wonder. Well, Satoshi maybe, but yeah, he's kind of dead. It's a little bit too late. Oh god, yeah, I really don't blame Rika that she sort of feels like that. Me?
俺
Yeah,
は
yeah.
罪を償ったことで優しい気持ちで
Yeah, fair
信頼する
enough.
心の大切さを知った。
Kindness and trust was payment for
でも
ourselves. But the reason that
それを
happened was
実
all...
現させてくれたのはリカちゃんなんだよ。
Oh, I love that he's doing that. Yeah, especially because Rika's just feeling so defeated and so worthless to herself. Just having this confirmation, and I mean, I kind of get the feeling that Katie can sense that Rika's down and is just saying the best things to sort of cheer her up. But at the same time, I also get the feeling that, you know, oh, he's just trying... Yeah, he's genuinely speaking from the heart. That's the best thing. I mean, yeah, that's interesting. That's interesting, I suppose. He's learnt the importance of kindness and trust with Rika, for example. And he's especially learnt it because that kindness and trust has led to, you know, one disaster with Nenna being prevented. We haven't prevented the robbery with Tepe. I think the Sonozakis are probably just going to do that while the story progresses, though, so who knows? I'm the reason for that?
僕がですか？
Yeah, I wonder. Yeah.
覚えて
Don't you remember?
くれてるかな。
Katie took a deep breath, then continued. My expectation that I couldn't be any more surprised was further betrayed. Hmm.
リカちゃんは
Because
あの
you
時
told me back
言っ
then.
てくれた。圭一を許しましょう。
Wait. Rika-chan, you told me back then, I forgive you. Wait, when was this? Huh?
かっこ悪かったよな。
I was so
俺は
cool, huh? Wait, hang on a second, when was this?
誰かに許してもらいたくて、自分の浅ましさから目をそらしたくて、
I wanted,
慰めてもらおうと卑怯なことをした。
I wanted somebody to forgive me so that I could look away from my own shallowness and did something cowardly to comfort myself.
でもリカちゃんはそれを全て分かった
Rika-chan,
上で
you forgave me
俺を許す
even
と言っ
knowing
てく
all
れ
of
た。
that.
だから傷つけた相手に謝りに行く勇気を持つことができたんだ。
That is nuts. That's why I finally gained the courage to apologize to the person I hurt. And I think it's just really nice. This really just shows how much the good friends and just having a really, really nice environment around him has actually done. I mean, look at this. I mean, it really is nice to think just... I think it's just sad to think how good of a person Katie would be. But obviously how bad of a person he actually turned out to be in his childhood. But I suppose the reason why he's such a good person now is because, you know, he definitely had a really bad history, I suppose. Oh, that's interesting. I really wonder if this is in a past world that, no, sorry, this is not in a past world, sorry, or maybe it might be in a past world, but like, before, any, like, May, June, maybe even April months of 1983. Wait, hang on a second, Katie had only been, in Hinamizawa for a month, in June 1983, so, yeah, probably sometime in May. Before she actually entered the fragment herself. Oh yeah, she is surprised, yeah. No way. It can't be, that's impossible, it must be a coincidence. No, that can't be it. I'm certain I said that to Katie in a previous one. Yeah, exactly! I really wonder which world it would be though. Oh, Tsumi Horoboshi, of course, when he actually confesses about the whole gun crime related things that he's done to all of them. And then they forgive him. They give him reassurance. I want to believe it. I can't believe it. I want to believe it. I can't believe it. But I want to believe. Oh, yeah. I think she may be positive. Has there ever been a miracle like this before? There has been, to be fair. If it was in a world like this, that would be really, really good, though, because that just posed so many advantages. And look at this. If this has actually happened, if he has actually remembered something from Horoboshi, then, yeah, of course we've already seen the advantages in this brilliant thing that he's done at Keiichi. The Keiichi of that world. Yeah, passed on those memories. And he has them now. Yeah, I really wonder. I can no longer see anything. Oh. Oh, God. I simply cried. I wanted to transform my sins into tears and scream and squeeze them out of my eyes. But the tears coming out were not my sins. Oh. Oh, there are only tears of my remorse over my irredeemable grief. Back then I felt a pat on my head. When I opened my eyes, it was Rika-chan even struck my head with her hand. Oh, yeah, I remember this scene. I don't need to be consoled. There's no way Rika-chan could comfort me over this. Yeah. But then Rika-chan spoke. I think he's going to be a little bit disproved. Not just to comfort me.
ケイチを許しましょう。
Good. Keiichi, I forgive you.
ケイチは自分で自分の罪に気づきましたのです。
That's actually really interesting. Something that would seem so trivial and so just common sense to her. Oh, it really has a big role in Keiichi's life. Yeah. Keiichi, you notice you're sent on your own. It's a very difficult thing to do, and not everyone else, not something everybody can. Exactly. Yeah. It really, really is difficult.
誰もケイチの偉さがわからなくて、
Not everyone can
それを
understand
許
how
し
great
て
you
あ
are,
げる
and
ことは
hence
で
they
きません
can't
ので
forgive
す。
you. Yeah.
僕にはそれを許すことができ
But
ま
I
す。
can.
僕にはケイチの凄さがわかるのです。
Because I know how great you are.
リカちゃ
Yeah,
ん、
Rika-chan.
私はこれが奇跡であることがわか
You
る。
know this is a miracle.
だって
Yeah.
これはありえないこと
That's
な
actually
の。
really interesting because I forgot about this. I thought it was about the whole gun crime related thing, you know, that he did to that poor girl, but and obviously a lot of other people, but no. Wow. Yeah, I forgot about this. This is the crime he committed in Onikakushi. Yeah, and just the awful stuff that happened there. Yeah, you noticed the sin you committed in
あ
another
な
world.
たが別の自分の罪に気づくなんて。
That's impossible to do.
あなたはそれに気づけた。
But you did it.
それはきっとこの地上に具現するどんな奇跡すらもかす
I
むほどの
really,
も
really
ので。
just, I really love this. I mean, I think it really just shows
尊い
like the, I don't know, that's the most unbelievable and precious of miracles that could exist in this world.
あなたは逃げなかった。
You didn't run away.
だからリカも本心からそう言ってあげられたのですよ。
That's why Rika was able to tell you that from the bottom of her heart. Wait, was that what Katie just heard?
あの時の言葉があったから、
Yeah.
俺は
Yeah, that's
あの時も
actually
レナを
so
救えたんだと
interesting
思う。
though. I agree. Yeah. Oh, I love that. And it was from the bottom of her heart. I couldn't agree more. even if he noticed this, I mean, if he wasn't as brilliant of a person as he was, he could have just ran away. He could have just forgot about it. Maybe it could have just been some sort of bad dream. But it was just too real to pass off as a dream, obviously. I mean, he could have realistically passed it off as one, but no. God, that really is quite something. Yeah, definitely. Jesus, he really has. Wait, hang on a second. Yeah, while I was able to find redemption for my sins and achieve salvation, even in this world, and why I'm able to continue having strong faith in everyone. Yeah, definitely. So nice. It's all thanks to you, Rika-chan. I just find it really interesting, though. I mean, he not only remembers saving Nena. Wait, hang on a second. I wonder if it could be Tomi Horoboshi, or it could be, you know, the obvious thing that has happened last night in this world. I think it's more likely this world, though. I don't really think I think you probably remember, like, the real kindness that Rika showed. I really find it interesting just how much he values the kindness. I mean, it really stuck with him. Like, fucking hell. It really did.
Keiichi. ありがとうな、リカちゃん。そしてごめん。思い出すのが遅くなって。
Sorry for taking so long to remember. The fact that you even remembered at all is really quite something. Don't fucking apologize for it.
ずっと忘れていた。
I'd forgotten, and it wasn't until I saw Rena that I could remember. Oh, that's actually really interesting. I mean, I just find it really interesting how this, like, the Higurashi universe actually works. Like, especially for characters, like, when they're in their best moments, they remember moments from, like, other worlds that, that really, really struck with them and really just had an impression on them and were really just sort of locked away in their hearts, really. Oh, this must be... Oh, she must... I really, really hope this could potentially, like, you know, be the last sort of steps of her real self-doubt. I couldn't speak, my throat was painfully clogged, and I couldn't control it. Oh, fair enough. I mean, yeah, it's a miracle. No way, Katie actually remembers what I told him back then. I know. Oh, would you let me thank you now for what you did back then? Oh yeah, I told you before that I do what I can to help, but it's different now. I want to be your strength. Yeah, interesting. Yeah. Oh, I love that. Rika-san, you were the one who saved me from my self-hatred, so would you let me search with you to find a way that you can be happy?
Keiichi.
Well, you have definitely made her tear up. Jesus Christ. Yeah. I don't blame her for fucking tearing up. Jesus. I mean, I just seriously find it unbelievable that he not only remembers this world, but... I mean, I suppose it isn't really something that's... I don't know, it's becoming more and more common in, like, the later answer rocks, but at the same time... it really is just quite something. I think it really just highlights the importance of how... just highlights the importance of these events. Like, these people can literally remember it from other worlds. I mean, that is just genuinely crazy. It's all thanks to Rika's forgiveness that he actually felt faith in it, and then he pursued and he found it. He really did find it. God, he is such a... He's just really, really just sweet. He really is. He's so fucking kind, I mean, like, seriously. Katie struck my head with a kind-hearted smile on his face. I find that really interesting. Just like one of the moments where Rika is just, she is just so overwhelmed by the craziness of the fact that this situation could even happen. And then Katie is sort of returning what Rika did to him. Yeah, looking at his gentle smile, I felt angry and embarrassed that I had been too cynical to honestly ask for his help. And above all, I was ashamed of myself for doubting Katie's goodwill. Yeah. I don't really think she was doubting his goodwill, but I think that she was really doubting just how much his will would actually, you know, make happen in this world. Oh. I'm sorry, Katie. I said so many awful things to you. Oh, yeah, and I've thought of a lot of terrible things. Yeah, fair enough.
あなたの優しさが怖くて信じられなくて疑いの目で見てしまって
I was scared and couldn't believe in your kindness. I looked at you with distrust.
ごめんなさい
I'm sorry.
ごめんなさい
俺だってごめん。
Me too, I'm sorry.
以前の世界ではいろいろと
Oh,
リカち
that's
ゃんに迷惑をかけて
interesting.
いたん
I
だ
made
ろ
all kinds of trouble for you in the previous worlds, didn't I? Yeah, I suppose he really would have. He probably understands.
はっきりとは思い出せないけど、俺も
What?
さっきリカちゃんが言うように、み
Oh
んなの
yeah,
ことを
yeah, yeah,
疑って
definitely. Yeah.
結局勝手に自分を悲劇の主人公に置き換えて
That's actually really
破滅
surprising
した
that
りしてい
he
たと思う。
has some sort of recollection of Higurashi. I can't remember very clearly, but I doubted everyone before, just like you said. Went off and acted like I was some sort of tragic hero and ultimately caused destruction. Yeah, definitely.
だから今度こそちゃんとやり
Yeah,
たい
so
ん
I
だ。
want to do things right this time.
俺は力になれるかな。
Yeah, Rika-san, will
Rika-chan.
you let me help you? Oh,
はい
that's Rika.
はいなのです
Yes.
ケイチがいてくれると
Yeah.
心強いの
Oh
です
my god. Yeah, Casey is so reassuring to have you with me. Oh yeah.
僕
Yeah,
はこの
definitely.
世界で一人で戦わなくてはいけないと思って
Oh, are you?
ずっと
Oh, that is so good that she's actually going to be able to share it with Katie now. Yeah, it was always so painful. Yeah. God, it's just genuinely so nuts to think that she actually has Katie helping, you know? I mean, she's always shared it on her own. There has never been one time where, apart from Hanyu, she has actually talked to people and actually just asked other people for help. It's just really nuts to think, Rika-san, you're not
ミオも
alone.
レナもサトコもシオ
Oh, that's brilliant.
みんな仲間だ。
That is brilliant. When she realizes, just when she's so overwhelmed with how kind and how like helpful this one person could be, and the fact that, you know, obviously she can trust somebody, like just making more people that can trust.
だから時期が来たら全てを話
Yeah,
して
so when the time comes, let's get
みんなを
everyone
巻き込んで
involved and
戦お
tell
う。
them everything so we can fight
き
together.
っと打ち破れる。
Yeah, I'm certain that we can make a
運
breakthrough.
命なんて 金魚すくいの網と同じだからさ。
Oh, that's actually really interesting that he's... Yeah. Wait, hang on a second. Does he remember this saying? She's laughing. He said it again. He told me that exact same look. Yeah, definitely. I mean, I'm genuinely surprised. I think that just really shows how similar that is to fucking Higurashi though. Like, holy shit, then I believe. I was worried about this world without Hanyu. No matter how much it could take a turn for the better, but as long as he's here, we might be able to manage somehow. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, no, I'm certain we'll be able to do that. I agree. I think it's so likely. Best circumstances possible for this world to actually happen now.
Rika-chan.
Keiichi, Rika-chan. I reached down from the top of the stone stems to touch Keiichi's cheek, then... What the fuck? Then Keiichi took the hand that was rubbing my head and gently slid it down to my cheek with a smile on his face. Oh, that's nice. It was like a special handshake. Yeah, it kind of is. Still, it was sort of a ritual where we recognise our mutual trust in one another. Yeah, fair enough. Yeah. I mean, I see it as kind of weird, but like... Oh, I suppose it's good because they really, really trust each other. Oh, I just love what Gage is doing here. He's so good at this type of stuff though, like, seriously. I find it really good with Rika. I mean, she hasn't really explained much about, like, you know, her real big troubles, but she still got them out to Keiichi, and she still made up for it. I think that's just so good, and oh, I just think it's so good they trust each other, because this is just seriously going to be so good for the future, and I really wonder how she's going to solve the problems that she normally would have to deal with by herself, like, and Hanyu, obviously, like, with Keiichi instead of Hanyu. Oh, I'll tell you what I've wanted to keep secret all this time. And if I do, will you be able to save me? Oh, yeah, from this hellish prison of endless reincarnation. Me and my precious friend. Yeah. I hope so. Oh, brilliant. Even if this doesn't happen, I suppose at least she's going to be happy and she's going to feel hopeful until, you know, she does. That's going to be so awful if this world doesn't turn out successfully. That seriously is. Thank you. As soon as I said that, I let the words I've been holding in my heart. Ooh! Damn! Yes, well, of course that trust is a really big thing because she can finally confess the whole of what she knows. Our enemy is stuck on our meal. Yeah. All of the events related to the cousin King Yamazawa are a product of a man-made conspiracy. Then I slowly began to tell Keiichi everything. Yeah, about the horrifying incidents and miserable circumstances I've witnessed in the previous... Oh, yeah, definitely. Yeah. And this... Oh, that's actually the end of that chapter. But this really begins everything. Like, seriously. This one... thing here, this is really just going to begin everything. Now that Keiichi knows, they are going to finally start strategizing. What the fuck? What? This is a little bit doom and gloom for the beginning of a chapter. Too curious. Bet you this is a trap. Yeah, I'm so interested now. Yeah, I just genuinely thought like, oh, I don't know, maybe read one line to sort of see what we're going to expect tomorrow. And then I just read the entire thing. Oh yeah, that really just shows like what a good story can do. But fucking hell, man, that was so good. Like seriously, I just find it really, really interesting just seeing, you know, seeing the significance about what actually happened with Keiichi, and obviously seeing what happened with Rika as well. That was seriously fucking cool. I mean, oh, I also just really love the fact that, just like Rika feels as if, like, she can not only trust Katie, but she also feels that, like, this is going to get solved and everything is potentially going to, you know, become good. Maybe everything will end in the midst of time. It really is just hard to tell. I really wonder what's going to happen, though, because Rika feels more trustworthy than she ever has before. Maybe even in Matsuri Bayashi. In fact, it's actually kind of hard to tell whether she feels really trustworthy and more trustworthy than she would in Matsuri Bayashi. But still, oh my gosh, they are just in all the right circumstances to potentially win this. I don't know if they will be able to, but even if they can't, they've made the best progress they possibly can. But I really find that quite unbelievable about what happened to Katie, though. I mean, it really is quite something to think that he not only, like, used everything he had to sort of, he used all of his power, all of his emotional states to, you know, all of his emotional conflict. He fought against that, and yet he still was able to, you know, do what he wanted to do. Apologise to the girl that, you know, he shot, and yeah, everything was made up. I think that's just so sweet, and yeah, I'm so happy about Rika as well. I think it's really nice that Katie actually remembered Sumihoboshi as well. I think him remembering was just a key part in why this apology meant so much. And not only Katie, because obviously with the memory, like, he was actually able to make a difference, you know, do that apology related thing, but also to Rika. Oh, even if this world doesn't prevail, at least she's gonna, you know, come out with a really fucking beneficial lesson, I suppose. Yeah, she probably will die, though, let's be honest. If Hanya isn't here, and if she actually dies at the last, and if Rika actually dies, then you really do wonder what's going to happen. Oh, it's going to be so interesting, man. I'm going to be honest, I would read more, but I'm really tired for now. So, yeah, I'm going to stop. Going to read some more tomorrow. So, yeah, see you guys. Really hope you guys enjoyed this, because, oh my god, I certainly did. Yeah. See you tomorrow, I suppose.